Hello and welcome to a great day here on the Jet Set. Coming up, we've got a lot planned for you. We're taking you to explore an off-the-beaten-path destination.
And we're talking to journalist Flavius Mihaies about what it's like traveling the world as a reporter.
But first, we're talking travel news on Here's This. All of this and more is about to take off right here on the Jet Set.
Welcome aboard. Bobby Laurie and Nikki Noya have your ticket to travel, food, fitness, and everything you need for an on-the-go lifestyle. Grab your boarding pass. It's time to jet set.
Brad went camping, so there's no introduction for Here's This. Social media has given rise to some truly idiotic travel trends, and now TikTok users are intentionally showing up late to the airport as part of a so-called airport theory challenge, which is unsurprisingly leaving many travelers stranded. The trend encourages passengers to arrive just 15 minutes before their flight begins boarding, defying conventional travel wisdom that advises arriving hours in advance. The idea though, well, travelers can then skip the hassle of early wake-up calls and tedious airport downtime while still making their flight. Following this trend, however, could be a recipe for disaster. According to Netflix, Google searches for, quote, "I missed my flight," have skyrocketed by 645% since the rise of airport theory.
645%?
Would you ever risk trying airport theory?
I don't like trends, as you know. I don't do challenges. I don't do trends. I think it's stupid, obviously, 645% increase in I miss my flights. And I'm already like past that stage of like, ooh, let's see what happens. I know what I like. I know I like to go to my lounge. I don't like to be in a rush. I don't like to. No.
I don't like being in a rush. Even if I'm not going to the lounge and being fancy like you, I'll still go to the airport early just to not have the anxiety of, oh my God, what if I miss my flight? If it's delayed, I might get a little like pushy with it. Like maybe I won't go at the time I would usually go.
Yeah, I don't understand this. I don't understand this, like, let's create stress.
Okay, have you ever arrived at the airport dangerously late and still made the flight?
Yes, but not of my own volition. It was completely out of my control and it was not fun at all.
But that must have been even more stressful because if it wasn't, like if you didn't do it on purpose, if it was like, you know, stuck in traffic or an accident.
You know me, I like to take my time. I like to get my snacks. I like to peruse. I like to get,
I know someone who goes to the airport, a friend of mine, that goes to the airport hours early just to walk the terminals.
Listen, everyone
do you
has
do that?
No, that's not me. Everyone has their own idea of traveling, but the whole purpose is for it not to be stressful. So I don't know what all this is, but it's not working. Apparently.
Okay, here's something else that's not working. As tensions between the United States and Canada escalate due to ongoing trade wars and growing fears of detention at the US border, Canadians are making their stance clear by taking their travel dollars elsewhere. According to aviation data from OAG, the impact on travel is staggering. Quote, "We've compared the total bookings held at this point last year with those recorded this week for the upcoming summer season. The decline is striking. Bookings are down by over 70% in every month through the end of September," said an OAG statement. This sharp drop suggests that travelers are holding off on making reservations, likely due to ongoing uncertainties surrounding the broader trade dispute. Airlines are also canceling their flights between the US and Canada because they're just not selling.
This is just, I know we don't like to dip our toes into this, but I always feel for the small businesses. I feel for the seasonal businesses that really rely on tourism, that really rely on our neighbors coming down. Like all of those, remember when we were filming in Eastern Townships and we were like so close to Vermont? And all of those amazing little cideries and distilleries that were right there, that were family run and small businesses.
I know. You've got to hope in this situation that the locals in that area go and support those businesses, since the tourism is going to be down for what seems to be a little while. I know. No, let's keep it a zip. Well, on that note, we're going to keep our mouths shut. We'll be back with more of the Jet Set in just a few moments.
Support your local business. How about that? Nestled along the banks of the Arkansas River, Little Rock seamlessly blends rich history with vibrant modern culture. As the state's capital, it offers a diverse array of attractions that cater to history enthusiasts like me, nature lovers, not like Bobby, and culinary explorers alike.
Imagine stepping into a beautifully restored 1896 Victorian mansion, where historic charm meets modern luxury. That's the Baker in North Little Rock's vibrant Argenta Arts District. Each of the 5 guest rooms in the private cottage offers distinctive character and comfort. Enjoy king-size beds, luxurious bedding, and spa-quality bath amenities. Situated in the heart of the Argenta Arts District, the Baker places you steps away from top dining, entertainment, and art galleries. Our first stop after getting checked in is to the banks of the Arkansas River to see a living piece of history, the USS Razorback. This World War II-era submarine that's seen more of the world and more action than most of us ever will. Stepping aboard the USS Razorback transports you back in time. This submarine was prowling the Pacific during World War II, dodging depth charges. You'll walk the same narrow passages that American submariners did, peek into bunks the size of gym lockers, and stand at the helm where missions were commanded. It's gritty, immersive, and fascinating. It's part of the Arkansas Inland Maritime Museum, just steps from the vibrant Argenta Arts District. So after you dive into history, you can grab a craft beer, catch a local play, or explore the Riverwalk like I did. Little Rock's picturesque riverfront that offers residents and visitors a blend of natural beauty, art, history, and recreation. The Arkansas River Trail is a prominent feature, forming a 15.6-mile loop providing scenic routes for walking, jogging, and cycling. A highlight of the area is the Junction Bridge, a testament to the city's rich heritage and innovative spirit. And if you're a true nature lover, a trip to explore Pinnacle Mountain State Park is a must. It offers a diverse range of outdoor activities across its expansive landscape, featuring over 33 miles of trails suitable for hiking and mountain biking. Visitors can rent kayaks and get guided tours from Rocktown River Outfitters. Exploring the waterways from Pinnacle Mountain State Park provides a unique perspective on central Arkansas's natural beauty, making it a must-visit destination for outdoor enthusiasts.
We've got to take a quick break, but we've got lots more of the Jet Set coming up in just 60 seconds.
Grab your mug because we're pouring refills of travel news on Here's More. With the rise of passengers complaining about seat squatters, those who take a seat that they weren't assigned, one traveler took a different approach, negotiating a seat swap for cash instead of causing a conflict. Posting in a forum on Reddit, the traveler shared their experience on a nonstop flight from New York to Austin, captioning the post, quote, "Someone paid me to swap my aisle seat for a middle." According to the post, 2 men who had been assigned middle seats asked nearby passengers if they would swap so they could sit together, offering $80. With no takers, one of the men upped the offer, personally offering the Redditor $150 to switch. After thinking it over, the traveler agreed, received the payment via Venmo before takeoff, and made what they called the easiest $150 I've ever made. To top it off, when the drink cart came around, the man even offered to buy the Redditor a drink. And looking back, the traveler joked that they, quote, could have gotten a free glass of wine out of the deal too.
I feel like this is a 1 in a trillion situation. I feel like this would never actually happen in real life.
I mean,
do you think so?
I think so. I mean, it depends on how desperate you are. I would like to know what airline they were on.
That.
Because that plays a role in this.
That and?
And how desperate they are to actually sit together. How long is the flight?
Where are they going?
Well, exactly.
Well, and also.
And I mean, there are flights that I take with Wanda. We don't want to sit anywhere near each other. We sit separate. And I mean, and there's an upcoming international flight where you and I are next to each other, and can I bear you for 10 hours? I don't know. We did it for 10 years.
We're together for 10 hours? No one's going to offer you a glass of wine.
You're not paying me to sit next to you
You're
either.
going to be with me. I just find this very interesting. What would you do?
So, I mean, if someone offered me money to change my seat, sure, I'd do it. I mean, I'd want the money first before I got up, just like this person
I'd
did.
want to see that money deposited in my account before I do anything.
Has anyone ever asked you, like, will you change your seat? And have you said no?
Only for moms. I'll usually be like, because I am a mom, and I'll see like moms struggling with bags and
you'll do
children, and I'll do it for the moms.
No one else.
No. I don't trust any of you out there, but for moms, always.
Trust any.
No, I don't.
Because there's devious reasons to ask to swap a seat?
Yes, I don't trust any of you. But moms, yes, always.
All right. Only if you're a mom, ask Nikki to change your seat.
Today we're taking you behind the scenes of how we get our travel news, straight from the source. Our guest, Flavius Mihaies, is an independent journalist and World Bank consultant who has traveled the globe reporting on world conflicts, international development, and the stories that shape our understanding of different cultures.
With experience working for the U.S. Congress, think tanks, international organizations, and the private sector, he brings a unique perspective on global affairs. Flavius, welcome to the show. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
So how did you get into journalism?
Great question. My mother, hope I will give her an answer at some point. It's as we all know, it's a tough world for journalists these days. I mean, I think in many ways it's always been. My background is in international relations. I guess my first political memory was as a young boy. My parents came from Romania. They were political refugees and they fled communism there. And when the revolution happened there, we were raised without televisions, but for that event, they rented televisions. And I can remember very clearly the emotions, the anxiety, trying to call home. So I guess I was always interested in what other countries were doing and the impact it had on us.
Oh, wow.
And that brought me to
You've always
journalism.
been curious.
Very curious about the world out there.
Well, what drew you to traveling the world for your stories? Is that where it started?
Yeah, I guess that was the kind of the initial drive intellectually, culturally. And after working in international affairs, I worked as a volunteer in the United Nations refugee camp for Syrians in Iraq.
Wow.
And I was privileged to volunteer for a National Geographic photographer whose charity is to teach kids in conflict zone to become photographers. And his name is Reza Degati. And my job in that camp was to collect the stories of the kids who were the beneficiaries of his program.
So you do go to some dangerous areas when you're reporting. Has there ever been a destination that surprised you, though?
I think in general, what surprised me, what's fairly unusual when you stick with just the mainstream news that show the bombing and the fight, which definitely happen, and these are dire situations. But the kindness, the hospitality of the people there, the resilience of the people that I met, and in many times the extraordinary food and cuisine over there. I was delighted to. I will give you an example in Ukraine. About a year ago, I had the privilege to try their homemade vodka, and I've been sober for many years. But I stayed with a friend family, and my friend said, "I know you're sober, but you have to try my stepfather vodka because otherwise, he will kick you out."
Right.
And let me tell you, it was the best, cleanest alcohol, probably it's a vodka certainly that I ever tried, and it beats many of the big names that you find out there. So if you travel, not only in conflict zone, but elsewhere, try and get the homemade alcohol. Of course, you got to be cautious. You don't want to turn blind. So I recommend that you know where you go and where you try the vodka and from whom. But that was an interesting aspect to otherwise can be fairly bleak and
It's
dark.
always the people that change your perspective on different countries and different cultures, don't you think so?
I think so, yeah.
Another quick insight maybe on traveling for those who are not, war zone journalists. I cover religious freedom, conflict and religious freedom, and I've had the privilege of staying and visiting many monasteries. And beyond conflict zone, it's actually also a great way to experience the local culture, and many offer bed and breakfast type, so you can travel, live the experience locally, have a spiritual experience if you want as well, not that you have to become a monk or a nun, although here you're in the Church of Travel, but for a really usually affordable price, and again, you're connected with the local culture, with the spirituality of the place.
That's such a great idea.
Yeah, I know. Well, everything you've shared with us today is incredible, and everyone really should get out there and support independent journalism and follow you as well. Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you for having me.
Anytime. Now we got to take another short break. Don't go anywhere. We still got lots more of the Jet Set to come.
From pristine beaches to lush jungles, Nayarit is a hidden gem on Mexico's Pacific coast, offering breathtaking landscapes and a rich culture. At its heart lies Punta Mita, a luxurious seaside escape known for its world-class resorts, stunning ocean views, and an incredible outdoor adventures. Whether you're looking to relax on golden sands, explore vibrant marine life, or indulge in the region's authentic cuisine, this destination has it all.
From the moment I arrived at Conrad Punta Mita, I knew I was in for something special. Nestled along the golden shores of Riviera Nayarit, the resort felt like an oasis of laid-back luxury.
Marco, thank you so much for having us at the Conrad Punta Mita. This hotel is so beautiful, so peaceful, and so luxurious. Okay, so my room, I'm lucky enough, I have a plunge pool on my balcony. Tell me a little bit about the different kinds of rooms that you guys have available.
We like you. We gave you a beautiful beachfront suite, which it's got a plunge pool on the terrace. So yes, we have all these different type of suites. So we have from the presidential suite, which is where we're standing right now.
Gorgeous.
Which is enormous with beautiful view, and then the suite like you have. Yes.
There's such great style and decor around this hotel. It's really beautiful.
Well, funny you say that because one of our brand pillar for the Conrad brand worldwide is really the art. So the design with the impact. So all the artwork you see around the hotel, it's an interpretation, modern interpretation of what the art of the local tribe around here.
Opened in 2020, this stunning resort offers 324 rooms and suites, each designed with contemporary coastal flair and sweeping views of the Pacific Ocean. My suite opened up to a view of the Pacific with a private plunge pool and soaking tub that practically begged me to unwind. But with so much to explore, I set out to make the most of day one.
Just a short trip from the Conrad Punta Mita is the amazing, cute little surfer town, Sayulita, filled with the cutest boutiques, restaurants, and surfside in-your-toe sandbars that I love being a surfer girl from California. I'm gonna go explore the town, so let's go see.
Internationally recognized for its outstanding surfing and laid-back bohemian vibe. Once a sleepy fishing village, Sayulita has evolved into a colorful art colony with a thriving expat community. Visitors can browse chic boutiques and galleries filled with handcrafted jewelry, handmade cosmetics, textiles, and decorative arts. The town is dotted with stylish cafes, beachfront restaurants, boutique hotels, and luxury villas, making it the perfect day trip or evening outing for guests of Conrad Punta Mita. After exploring Sayulita, I returned to the Conrad for one of the resort's most meaningful wellness offerings, the Temazcal experience. Stepping into the clay structure is said to symbolize entering the source of all life, Mother Earth, and the ceremony itself is a powerful symbol of rebirth. Guided by a local shaman, the experience is deeply moving and emotionally grounding, designed to help relieve stress, anxiety, and tension. It can be both calming and transformative, offering guests a rare connection to the land, their breath, and their inner selves.
That was such an amazing experience with blessings and gratitude and sharing. I gave a blessing to my daughter, Samantha. It was an incredible experience and not one to be missed when you're staying at the Conrad in Punta Mita. After one of the most beautiful sunsets I have ever seen, I thought it would be a good idea to try a little mezcal. I'm here at Mez at the Four Seasons Punta Mita. Wait till you check this out. Come on.
This chic, sultry lounge celebrates the spirit and culture of Mexico through its expertly curated collection of artisanal mezcals.
After an amazing mezcal tasting, I thought I'd walk down to the beach to Bahia, Chef Sandoval's restaurant right on the beach. I think he has some surprises for me.
When it comes to dining, Bahia by Richard Sandoval is a true highlight. This signature restaurant brings bold Latin flavors to life with fresh seafood and locally inspired dishes served just steps from the ocean. Whether it's grilled octopus or perfectly prepared mahi-mahi, each dish is a celebration of coastal cuisine under the stars.
I loved I love Mexico.
I know.
I love every time I go to Mexico, but Punta Mita, what an
beautiful.
amazing trip. We had so much fun.
Another trip I wasn't on, just saying.
Well, we've got to take one final break. We'll be right back
Change
with
of
more of the Jet Set. Don't go anywhere. It's time again for your daily dose of travel inspiration on the go, Bobby Robert, where today we're sending you on one of my favorite itineraries, the Lyon and Provence itinerary on Viking River cruises. You guys, this is one of my favorite trips ever. You're going to tour lands of fine wine and cuisine. What's better than that?
It's true.
Sail along the scenic Rhone River through the beautiful French countryside. Discover Roman Provence at Les Arenes d'Or and the Pont du Gard. Explore the world's largest Gothic palace at Avignon's Grand Palace of the Popes, Bobby.
Okay.
It's something. Excite your palate in Lyon, capital of French gastronomy. And I can tell you that is the truth. Savor local wines, hunt for truffles, which I am gonna do, and see how Chevreul cheese is made. Come witness the beauty that inspired artists like Cézanne and Chagall on this 8-day voyage, and I loved every single day of this voyage. It was fantastic. This journey, everyone, is available now with discount airfare from the US
and
yes.
$200 onboard credit.
$200.
$200 Nikki cash.
Nikki Cash, we've upped the cash. I love it.
If you book by visiting oceanandriversailings.com.
We have given more Nikki Cash away. You
Bye,
guys gotta
everybody.
book this trip. It's one of the best with Nikki Cash.